Hello everybody, this is Hot Rod Jackie here on a bit of a different one. Also, hello and welcome back from the dead, I guess, because I haven't really been posting to YouTube any much. Reason why I'm not showing my face, this is more of a technical help how-to video concerning my most recent passion on Twitch. Yes, I am streaming on Twitch now because it's just easier for me and the interactions with people is much more fun, especially when it's live. But, well, you know, bit of a much of a story on that one later. Anyways, up until this video, a few days prior, I have my VR set, which is a Cosmos Elite with the base stations. It's been a rock solid rig for me. Yeah, it doesn't quite have everything I had wanted, but it was what I could get at the most quickest that could allow for full body tracking and was upgradable because, well, it started with the old ones and then, yeah, all that stuff, base station 1 was, but it's enough of that. Back to main story. Up until a couple days prior of me video recording this, my microphone unfortunately decided to putz out, kick the bucket, and decided to go on the great big old journey and no longer work no more. I did some research and I found a workaround, thankfully, and it concerns one of these little guys. Now, I've already opened the package because I had to, unfortunately, do some trial and errors. This is a ModMic USB from Antlion audio. This is a USB model, not a 3.5mm head jack style. Reason for it is, on the Cosmos Elite and Cosmos, as well as a few other models that HTC makes, they actually have a USB in the headset that is for their wireless conversion, so you can be free roaming. My first ignition was using that mic and this little guy, because it is a USB-C, I believe 3.0 jack, if I remember correctly, and this is a 3.0 USB-C to USB-A adapter. Problem: this thing is too fat and too long to work because space is confined. And I'll show you exactly what I mean by bringing on my headset. Now, this is the Cosmos Elite, and this has been a rock solid choice for me. And by the way, yes, it is still hooked up, and I'll get to this in a moment. The USB that I talk about is actually behind here of the faceplate, which anyone who owns one of these knows you just pop, it's off. The face ring of ridiculousness. But as you can see, there's the USB-C. And I had to go a different route with a USB-C to USB-A cable adapter, which thankfully I was able to find at Best Buy, because unfortunately my other way was not going to pan out. And don't mind the headset being kind of dirty, I have yet to clean it before heading on or off as of late. Anyways, ModMic, I chose it because good reviews, it was easy, and I was able to get it really quick. Plus it's also magnetically detachable, and I have it in a place that is not affectable by electronics. Make sure of this, because these are neodymium magnets, which are very, very strong. So it won't just come off from, you know, flailing around in Beat Saber, or if you're in the midst of combat with some of your mates in Pavlov, or even in VR chat when you're trying to do a backflip. But that's a whole different thing. I don't do backflips. I don't have the space here. Anyways, it also has 2 different settings for directional, as well as, I think, cardioid beam. Yeah, it's literally put the beam, so if you don't want to have a bunch of background noise, if you have a noisy room, it is doable. And there's also an inline mute button, which is fantastic, but not needed for me. And the rest, of course, I made a little modification here with a weight pack and some Velcro double side to even the weight on this thing, because it is very front heavy. So that's kind of a bit of the tech side on it with the cable and the adapter. And if you are curious, I'm using this adapter here that I found on Best Buy for $11. Not on Best Buy, at Best Buy for $11 on the shelf, thank God. Be mindful, the speed does matter. So make sure you have one that's 5 or more, because if you get just a normal adapter, it may not be able to run the approximate speeds for it to work properly. Now, if I could, I would show a bit of what it sounds like with the normal Vive microphone, which the normal microphone is actually a tiny little hole right here in front of the nose, where it gets all your spit, all your snot, and everything that comes out of your nose or your mouth, and it makes a hell of a lot of breathing noise, which that's been a peeve of mine for the longest time. This has a windscreen or a windsock or a pop valve or whatever you want to call it. I just call it a fuzzy bit. It's got the fuzzy bit on it that virtually eliminates that. Plus, it's a higher fidelity microphone because it's a dedicated microphone, and it's not something that honestly looks like something out of a chintzy little Chinese toy. But it be what it be. They had to cut costs somewhere, so I'm not talking about it. I'm just saying they could have done a little bit better, just a wee bit. Maybe make it more than just one single hole for the microphone, but that is just me. I can't say anything else. But what I was surprised was, when I hooked this up, I fired up SteamVR, and with this, it was already set up. It literally took it right off the bat. So I'm genuinely surprised that it did that. I will have a review after a week of using this and fiddling with it, seeing what we can do, but already I can tell it has a higher fidelity. It is definitely louder because it picks up much better, although this microphone was dying anyway, so so forth. So that's just a little update video for tech specs. I will put a link in the description below of the ModMic, and I will also put a link to the USB adapter for anyone who's having a problem with their Cosmos or Cosmos Elite that wants to do this modification. Note, you have to be wired connection to use this, because that right there is used for the external battery pack as well as the digital receiver when you go wireless. So this will not work if you're going wireless. You will have to go to the wireless version in order to work with it, which I recommend if you have a Quest 2 or if you have a Vive product that is wireless. Now there will be a little bit more latency with it because it is a wireless connection, as with anything, but it is still out there to do. Until next time, hopefully you'll enjoy my little how-to, or I shouldn't say how-to, just a little thing of what I did in case of the microphone dying out. I do hope that everybody is safe out there and that you have a wonderful time. Till next time, cook 'em, hook 'em, and book 'em, and see you on the next adventure.